Welcome back. In this last video, I'm going to show you what happened with the tire deflation devices and why they started going back the other direction. Well, as we spoke before, and up until 1993, tire deflation devices had always been deployed with a core drill and as a system intact. There had not been any serious incidents with tire deflation devices. Then a new concept came out called singular deployment. This is where they were deploying a tire deflation device, not a system, a device, into traffic without a cord, and the officers would have to enter the roadway. Well, in 1996, after the serious incidents started to happening, they took a complete turnaround. All of a sudden, they recognized the importance of a core drill, and they came out with a new concept called a deployment sleeve. The deployment sleeve was a sleeve that you could insert the strips into it, hook up a core drill, and pull it in and out of traffic. The problem is that bad statistics never went away. You might ask yourself, well, but they improved it. The problem is that the way you learn is the way you're going to use the system. And a bunch of bad habits are very hard to unlearn. Let's take a look at why. Well, first of all, one of the problems was that the new components were very low quality. The core drill was a very low quality core drill. So what would happen is they'd go to use the system and the core drill wouldn't work, so they'd deploy it without it anyway. Another problem that would happen is that the deployment sleeves are not necessarily good quality either. You deploy it and you use it multiple times. Why? Because when it came time to replace the strips, they were very expensive. And a lot of departments didn't want to replace the deployment sleeve because it was another $30, $40, $50 to replace the sleeve, and they would use it multiple times, and sometimes they would use it until failure, and then you'd see an incident because officers had to enter the roadway to pull out the strips. So what did we do at Spike Devil and at Spike Strip? Well, we came out with the spike belt, but we added some new concepts. First of all, if you'll notice, our system has a pocket. This pocket is designed to store the core drill. Why? Because in other systems, the core drill dangles. And what happens is it can come loose and it can get caught up in the door. It can get broke. People can step on it because it's just dangling. We have a pocket to store the core drill. The second thing we did is we added a belt. This belt keeps the strips together. That way, when you pull it out of service, you don't have to worry about getting caught up on the door, and it has a more manageable feel to it. You can move the whole system from car to car. You can take it into the department, take it out. You don't have to worry about the strips getting smashed. Our core drill, we have two different concepts. We have a standard core drill, but we have a real core drill, heavy duty, with a service port so that you can go in there and service it. This is a high quality core drill that's designed not to give you problems, first of all, and number two, when it does give you problems, you can solve the problem. The other thing we have is a traditional loop winder. This is an old concept. A lot of people don't like it, but the thing is, it's goof proof and it's fully open. You can see if there's any problem with the cord, and like with the other one, we use a high quality cord. So this keeps for a much better system. The third thing that we did was this. Our deployment sleeves, once you use them, of course they are disposable also, just like the strips, but we gave them a second life. What happens is we recommend that you replace your deployment sleeve and your strips, and you build you up a new system. Very often you'll still have one or two strips that are still good. You can pass them on to the new system. But your sleeve, we don't recommend that you use it again, and you're going to use it as a training sleeve. So you'll pull the training sleeve out of service and you'll pull the strip out of service. And how is that second life? You're going to turn it into a training unit. Basically, you're going to open it up, you're going to pull the spikes out, and you're going to put it back together and put it into the old deployment sleeve, and now you have a training unit. So with these old parts, you can give it to the training instructor, to the training department, say, hey, we used this other day, we're taking it out of service, here's your new training unit. Your training officer will build together a training system for you, and that way you're not losing out on your investment. So those are a few things that we did with the spike belt to make for a better quality product and to make for a better product. Also, take a look at our videos. We are not using the concepts of singular deployment. We're not parking cars in traffic. As a matter of fact, we're using covert deployment, and we're teaching officers how to keep the systems deployed low and keep them where the system's going to stay on the ground and the target vehicle is not going to see it and take evasive action. So we have used the old training concepts with our products that gave rise to the popularity of tire deflation devices. Thank you for viewing this video. This is the last video in this series. If you have any questions, you can go to our links below, take you to our website, our training website, and also there's a phone number there if you wish to get a hold of me. Thank you for viewing.